I didn't do last week's AP poll because it was pretty predictable, but this one has gotten very interesting. UGA 5, LSU 4, Penn State 3, Ohio State 1, blah, 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 blah. But then you look really closely and see, Miami's 2. That's rather high. Miami hasn't been that high since they were winning national championships left and right. But yeah, Miami's number 2, and they deserve it. They're undefeated. Carson Beck finally has some receivers, and as a Georgia fan, it pains me to say that, but Carson Beck finally has some wide receivers that can catch the football. Yeah, Miami has jumped up there. It's going to be interesting to see if they can stay there. And in the ACC, where Clemson looks like boo-boo and is nowhere on this list, that looks all the more possible. Then you have Oregon, who's the usual Oregon. OU's been really, really good, and right now their quarterback is number 1 in Heisman voting, or at least the favorite to win the award. But then you work your way down the list. You go to Indiana, who absolutely thrashed Illinois this weekend. It was bad. It was like 63-10. Illinois was like number 9 in the nation. I was like, geez. And then you look and see that Georgia Tech is ahead of Alabama. When is the last time that happened? I honestly can't tell you. And as a UGA fan, I must say I squint my eyes when I see this. But, I gotta give them respect. Georgia Tech's been a great team. They have a great quarterback. They are an absolutely dominant unit in the ACC once again. And then they beat Clemson, who turned out to be, pretty hot garbage. But still, credit is given. Vanderbilt at number 18. I mean, what the heck am I even seeing? Vanderbilt and Georgia Tech ranked near Alabama? Anyways, moving on. Notre Dame is somehow still ranked after the atrocities they've been putting up over the last couple of weeks. USC is in the mix, and, TCU, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, which team do you guys think should be number 1 in the nation? And do you think these rankings are correct? Do we really think the Yellow Jackets are better than the Crimson Tide? But I don't want to overreact here. This is only week 5. We're going to see how the season plays out. All I got to say is things are getting really interesting. Very, very interesting.